being back, and if you just joined us, you're still on to Enterprise Morning, reaching you from Enterprise Television. Let's head straight to our main conversation for today, where we have it that the U.S. government now requires Nigerian visa applicants to disclose all social media activity from the past 5 years, including usernames, handles, emails, and phone numbers used across platforms. Failure to comply may lead to visa denial or future ineligibility. This policy, aimed at strengthening U.S. national security, extends the previous student visa scrutiny and is part of a broader immigration crackdown. In response, Nigeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced plans to impose reciprocal measures on U.S. citizens applying for Nigerian visas. The Nigerian government would hold an inter-agency meeting involving the Ministry of Interior and the National Intelligence Agency to decide its next steps. Meanwhile, the U.S. has revoked over 6,000 student visas, mostly for legal violations, and introduced a stricter good moral character requirement for naturalization of applicants. Critics argue this measure suppressed dissent, especially among pro-Palestinian student activists. Nigeria insists visa policies must be mutual and fair. I still have with me Wale Ogunwade. Thank you so very much, sir, for hanging on.
Thank you.
Wow, that's a big one, really.
Very big. I have no problem. Really, I have no problem with the policy. The only problem I have is me disclosing my username, my password, and also personal
emails,
issues relating to me. Because I want to go to America, keep your America. Well, maybe I'm talking because I'm an elderly person, but I've never been. I've never been that excited. I'm a true-bred Nigerian. I do travel. I've been there once or twice. I do travel there too. But with this one, obviously, they've gone too far. Do you know what it means? That you now give them all your social media handle, your email.
Email especially, for Facebook, every mail you've sent in the last 5 years.
Don't forget that the constitution of the country gives you that room of privacy, which is being breached. And that's my fundamental right anyway. And I cannot surrender it because I want to go to America. I can't surrender that right. And I don't think it is right thinking that it should be done. And I hope the government, no doubt, not many people want to come to Nigeria from America.
Of course, not many.
Not many. Yes. So that's
so retaliatory. It's not even reciprocal in nature.
It's not reciprocal in nature. It's not. The other way is that for government itself to tell them, to call them and make things better in Nigeria. If we make Nigeria a better place, then there is no need for going to go to America. I mean, unfortunately, the visa, you apply for it, you are not given the visa, the money you use in applying is not returned. Then what's the essence? To me, I see that as fraud. You don't give me what I want for. There is what we call consideration in law. I pay for something, I get a result for it. Not I pay, I now begin to use Oboju for me.
About $160 per application.
So, that's no small money.
Yes.
So, to me, this should even be a challenge to Bola Tinubu to ensure that Nigeria is better, that make things happen in Nigeria. Nigerians we are not crying for too much.
Exactly.
What we want is just let me have my own opportunity to express myself without stress. In what way? Job, business, and of course, freedom. That's all. Creating job is as easy as anything. I wish they can go to the books. When I was in the A-levels class, I read about Napoleon Bonaparte, who saw the problems of the French royalty. He led the French Revolution and, of course, started digging gutters all over Paris. Told the youth to come to Paris and the suburb.
Yes.
And some people will be digging, some people will be filling the trenches, all keeping them employed.
Wow.
And of course,
keeping them busy.
To keep them busy.
Wow.
Because the principle here is that an idle hands is the devil's workshop. So he keeps them busy, and that quelled all the anger and the stress for uprising. And of course, he led them very well. The next one, let's even assume that Napoleon was in
went haywire.
No, was in the memory.
Yes.
At least some of us remember Muammar Gaddafi.
Yes.
The man was a good man. He ensured that no Libyan suffered. Created everything for the comfort of the people.
No Libyan had reasons to travel out of
Where will they travel now? In fact, thank God for the spirit that brought it the Libyan example. It's an African country, Abi.
Yes.
So why can't we copy Libya? Libya will have almost the same thing. They have oil. We have oil. The man managed Libyan oil to ensuring that God-given natural resources was used for the betterment of the country. So maybe time has come. Let Nigeria call Americans bluff. Make Nigeria a better place. And let our youths be within. And don't forget, we need the strength of our youths to develop our country. The Nigerian youths are the best in the world. I've interacted with them. All they need is the opportunity to express themselves. I'm sure you know what I want to say. My office used to be at Awolowo House.
Okay.
Under the Ikeja Bridge. Yeah. And once in a while, you see some young chaps, you come with some little creation, invention. Caterpillar, aeroplane, helicopter, truck, speed car, in a small form, in that local way, displaying them for people to see. Not even for people, but those who are, some of us will drop some few naira for them, to encourage them.
I remember, yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, very well.
What is PRODA doing? One will expect that PRODA in Enugu will be involved in that. I've forgotten the full acronym of PRODA. Yes. Product Development Agency or something like that. To harvest all these people, put them together, give them all the incentives they need, then of course maybe introduce, sell the idea to people like Innocent. To begin to, and I trust my brothers from the East, very enterprising. All they need are people to help them. Then of course they patent it, and there we go. I was a small boy when the Biafran War took place, but I was told that the Ogbunike has a more devastating effect than the Oyibo bomb. Can't we do those sort of things and export? Can't we build factories? Is it impossible? We are, maybe on air or off air, you are talking about housing problems in Lagos. Yeah. How many places have you seen this 1004?
Exactly.
How many? Is it forbidden to have it scattered all around?
Was it the federal government that built that 1004? Yes, was it Baba Jakonde?
No. 1004 was built by the federal government. Is this small Jakonde estates all over that built? Then look at it now. Abacha, at least, if there's anything I will remember Abacha for, is the Gwarinpa Housing Estate in Abuja. The most comprehensive and the biggest housing estate in Africa.
Wow.
Why don't our leaders do such things? Don't forget that the housing estate didn't grow. People were employed to work, and money was changing hands. So, when we have such things going on in the 36 states of the Federation, won't it keep our people busy? People are going to America to look for work now, and we have Boku work in this country here. I crisscross Nigeria. Let me even I don't want to stretch it from your place, from here to, you are going to the east. I'm sure you travel by road to the east. Yeah. If you are going to the east, left and right, from immediately you hit the Shagam interchange, going there, left and right. What are on the left and right? Forest.
Sometimes
farmland. No, not farmland. Forest, not farmlands. Farmland, they are farming on it. Okay. Forest on virgin land that nobody is farming on. Can't government do something on that? When I was young, when Babangida 419 came with his 419 idea of DFRI, I went to meet, because of course, you know, the Aluta in me, I went to meet Larry Koya. That are different. My grandfather has a farm. He said, don't worry, we'll see you. Where is your local government? I said, Ojebu East local government. He said, don't worry, we'll send things there. Go there in the next 2 weeks. I went there. Those people said, we didn't see anything. No. I went back to him. He said, don't worry, we'll send something till tomorrow. Different.
Wow.
So, if not because of the patriotism in me, of course, most of my friends have traveled out of the country. But those of us who want to stay and make Nigeria a better place, we should encourage them. Government should do a lot and call the bluff of the American government with their visa policy.
I love the passion that you bring, and of course, you know, the great
I'm a Nigerian. I have no other country but this place.
Yes, but the big question is, as passionate as you are, as patriotic as you are, unfortunately, those who are leading us are not as passionate and patriotic like you are. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu still enjoys himself. He says whenever he wants to relax and think about the problems of Nigeria, he heads to France. When he wants to take care of himself medically, he heads to the UK. Senator Godswill Akpabio just came back from the UK after some health issues and maintenance that he had. Femi Adesina boldly on national television told Nigerians that Muhammad Buhari would have died long ago if he was using facilities in Nigeria. So when all of these leaders are involved in debasing the patriotism that we should all embrace, is there hope for Nigeria?
There is hope now. Nigeria will never die. You have read, I'm sure you are aware of various forecasts about Nigeria.
Yes.
Your kids will grow. Either you want them to go outside Nigeria or they stay within Nigeria. One thing or the other, they will still be Nigerians. And they will want to come back home. If your kids go, my own kids are around. If my own kids and your own kids go, many people will still be in Nigeria to grow into becoming somebody. Don't forget that you and I, we are nobody before. Now we have grown. You are now a television host or a program host here. You are growing, and you don't want Nigeria to collapse. Nobody wants this country to collapse. We want Nigeria to grow. So it is our collective will. It is the patriotic nature in us that should fire. That no, we want Nigeria to be a better place. That's why it is important.
Yes.
I'm sorry. That's why it's important that all of us must be involved in the democratic process. Be involved, get registered, get your voter's card. Then you express yourself through the ballot.
But must we excuse those leaders I just mentioned now who have further debased our society?
You see, there's a bad cliche in Nigeria. They say Nigeria is chop, I chop. You come, you chop your own and go. I don't believe in that. Mine is that you come and play your part and go. I have been opportune to lead several organizations. And I get there, I make a mark. And to me, making a mark is more positive mark anyway. So the only way to put a stop to those who are making or causing or giving us negative mark is to vote them out. It's as simple as that. The elections are 2 years away. So let's begin to plan towards it. Let's identify those that have not given us good leadership. That's all. It's a simple thing. It's as simple as I've said it. Then, it's not about when the election day comes, then people will now develop cold feet. Because I was disappointed. The last elections. Before the elections, the youths were all over. We are going to vote. Most of them had no electoral value. They were all useless. How do I mean useless? I have no electoral value. They do not have voter's card. So they were busy as social media tigers and titan. I have 1 million followers. I have 2 million followers. All those followers, how many of them could vote? So if you can't vote, you are just making noise. So those who are social media influencers, this is time now to begin to influence their followers, as it were, to go out and register. That's when the votes will count. That's when we'll be able to put mouth to our action. Not sit down. If not, this set of leaders will continue to lead us by the nose.
Because there used to be a time in the 70s when you see Europeans, Indians there, because I remember in my secondary school days, I was taught by Indians. Okay, who saw Nigeria like the America.
Oh. So what made it to have to change? Because government was not serious. The education system, everything collapsed. The factories, the industries. If you go to Kaduna, I don't know, maybe you've been to
Very
Kaduna.
well, yeah.
Kaduna was the headquarters of textiles.
Very well, true.
Textiles. Where are we? Ikeja Industrial Estate. You see the cocoa, you see various activities, industrial activities. Even we are manufacturing tire in Nigeria,
Yes.
Dunlop, Nigeria.
Dunlop.
So where are we? But those things can come back if government has that will. If the people, we want people who are resourceful. There are people who are resourceful, but it depends on the people now to now ensure that their vote is not wasted. Themselves, they don't become useless. You must become an electoral asset when you have a voter's card. Just as I said some few minutes ago, I was disappointed with the youths. On election day, despite all the noise, less than 10% of the youths took part in the elections. Very shameful. And I hope it will not repeat itself in 2027.
Well, we just hope so, because it is very so important that the people make the society, the people make the country, and if the people do not rise up, then the country will remain very dormant. You know, like we have observed and seen in Nigeria. In America, Donald Trump will say, America first.
Yes.
America first.
That's not it here.
So we can't blame him for all of these strict measures that they have, isn't it?
Don't forget that he has an aversion for the African people, particularly the Nigerian people. During his campaign, he was telling us that we are busy eating their chicken, their cats, and all. And of course, it's true, because when I went there, the first time I went there, I was driving with my brother-in-law. He was the one driving, and one deer just trailed on the road. I was passing leisurely, and he applied the brakes. Say, why are you? Run over the thing, Jerry, let us kill it, and we'll have a good meal. It can never happen that you run over a deer, that you are arrested, and you'll be jailed. I say, why? Say, it's not done here. So if Trump is bitter, and of course we are African, we see, is in our culture that you see chicken and hen and rabbits and all running over the street. The next thing is that you run after it, kill it.
It's meal.
Good delicacy. So you allow delicacy, good one, to escape like that. So Trump is bitter. And of course, he made that promise. And he's keeping the promise. And I have no business with that. The Americans want him. They voted for him. And he's carrying out the promise he has made to them. Is our own to ensure that our country is good. And the environment is better, so that everyone will be happy. And we'll look at other countries, what can they give us? Look at magical tourism. I don't see what is in London or in America or in other Germany or Saudi Arabia or India that our people go for medical tourism that we cannot set up in Nigeria. Is it Akpabio that set up one facility in Uyu or somewhere?
In Akwa Ibom, yes, the best, but of course it's moribund now.
That's where I'm going.
Very
that
I'm
ashamed, and I hope he too will be ashamed that he set up something he was touting as the best.
State of the art.
But he went to London for medical attention. That's the problem we have. But if genuinely we are serious, I have interacted with doctors in this country, and we have all of them, gynecologists, cardiologists, general practitioners, brain surgeons of several, of all kinds.
Yes.
Those who can fix legs, all of them, we have them in Nigeria, in surplusity. I want to thank the doctors in all our university teaching hospitals. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate all of them. They've been doing a great work to this country. But their efforts are not made to be seen, because immediately these young doctors are trained, the next thing is that they take flight outside Nigeria, and they are cherished. I know some of them in Dubai, I know some of them in South Africa, I know some of them in Germany. that are well taken care of. As soon as they get there, they are given a duplex, they are given a car, and they are given allowances, humongous allowances that are mouth-watering. So why won't they stay? Why would they continue to live? Is there an NLC that wants to go on strike?
Yes.
And it's a pattern. You know, I belong to the Labour Society by virtue of our activities.
Yes.
Once Labour does its own, the medical association will do its own, then the academics, then the technical, the polytechnic people, the midwives, the housewives. I just pray that the housewives don't go on strike.
Or students.
No, students go on strike. Students go on strike now. Nuns, which one you did? Nuns, they go on strike. Please, oh, housewife. Please, housewife. Join me in praying now. Please, housewife. Don't go on strike. If housewife go on strike, you know that the home from them Babaru.
No problem.
Okay. You think I'm playing? It's all right.
Very well said. Really is really been a very great one. We just hope that things will get better. You know, Nigeria is a very blessed country, a country of over 200 million wonderful people, very great terrain. Our tourism industry is awesome. Unfortunately, we have pockets of leaders that do not take advantage of what we have. They are becoming more like gatekeepers to different foreign interests. Rather than have all of these things invested here in Nigeria, they prefer to go other places. They take their kids to Ivy League schools, while our own is becoming moribund every other day. The United States, of course, have the rights to protect their sovereignty and their country. It is upon us to equally do ours and to make sure that Nigeria is awesome, it's better, and it is great. Thank you so very much, Mr. Gwande, for being here. I truly do appreciate you.
To God be the glory.
Yes, thank you so very much. And just like he did say, please, it's your civic responsibility. Ensure that you go out right now and update on your voters' opportunities that you have, such that your vote would count. Remember, your vote would count. It's a promise that Nigerians have, especially his organization, is promising. Our vote will count, but it will not count when you do not go to do what you need to. That's our time today. We'd love to say thank you to you. Please do well to visit us. You can always find us at enterprisetvnews.com. You may equally like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. I am Henry Igwebike. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.